We're live.
Citizens of Rukon, patrons of Dave, lovers of 8-Ball, welcome to Tales from Rukon, Echoes of Chaos, Episode 7. Some quick announcements before we get started. As always, we have a Discord. We have an awesome community in there. Come hang with us outside the game. Play Minecraft with us. At least one of us typically streams in there a couple nights a week. Link is in the description. Make sure to follow us on all our other social media and join our new Facebook community group as well. Links for all those are also in the description. As usual, we won't be responding to chat much during the game, but a couple of us may be responding in the chat itself during moments that don't involve that player's focus as much, and we will be hanging out during the mid-game intermission as we file back in. Anyone else? Any announcements?
I'd like to announce that I do, in fact, have a backup character ready. I'm ready to go. You got my story. We're good if I die. We'll see.
Oh, man.
I've got a haircut.
That's the real news.
I have a new name on Twitch. It is now twitch.tv/Professor Bandito. I'm going to have a new layout and everything soon. And hopefully this week, maybe this weekend, I will be doing a stream with my girlfriend playing some Escape from Tarkov. And the first half of the stream will be her applying makeup onto my face. And then the second half will be us playing Tarkov together. This was for a subathon, and that one of the redemptions was me getting my makeup done. So if you would like to see Nikita with the kitty ears and makeup on, come on by.
That's very good.
That's amazing.
Next challenge is to do both at the same time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that's it. Then without further ado, we return to the world of Rukon. Our group of adventurers were on their way to the military fortress of Jugatse, where they could find magical passage to Zirith, the capital of the Kingdom of Midfall, where they hoped to find answers regarding an artifact they had all been tasked with procuring. On their way, they found themselves roped into a conflict with the Howling Banshees, the largest and most feared bandit organization in the kingdom. Planning to set an ambush with the help of the town guard of Viramore, the riverside town they were staying in, it all went wrong when the Banshees arrived in town earlier than expected, silently wiping out a battalion of the town guard and stopping the information of their arrival from spreading to town higher-ups. They gave our heroes a choice: fight, attempt to run, or join. Anyone else involved would meet the same end as the town guard. On top of that, Hannah, the defected Banshee who warned them, went missing. After deliberating amongst themselves and discussing the situation with a group of Godslayers who were in town investigating a hive of Formians in the Underdark, they realized that they would likely have to face this choice alone or risk prompting a war between the Howling Banshees and the Godslayers that could have massive collateral damage. Gearing up and heading south, they went in hoping to trick the Banshees into thinking they would join to buy time and using their current quest as a means of getting out of the area for the time being. This almost worked, until Corin, the faction leader who had initially given them the ultimatum, brought out Hannah and told Galadh to kill her as insurance that he would be loyal to them in return. Instead of killing Hannah, Galadh attacked Corin, and a massive fight broke out, leaving Galadh near death and Thrag and Nikita both very hurt, as they were outnumbered and outgunned. At the last moment, a mysterious man leapt from the woods wielding a scythe, quickly killing two of the Banshees before pointing his scythe at Corin and saying, "You've overstepped your bounds this time," as his eyes went black. Which brings us to right now, where we can jump straight into Astral.
Oh, jeez. Surprise fighting time.
Man, imagine not being in Astral before we're even in session. Couldn't be me.
My Astro
I loaded
logged
up
me
during...
out. Oh, here it is.
I'm pulling it up for stream right now.
There we go. Oh, new token for Corin and Hannah.
Are these
Yes,
the ones
so
you posted in the art channel the other day?
Yes, I did over the last week remember that Hero Forge is a thing and redesigned some of the tokens for some of the more important characters.
So cool.
They look like they should be in the Black Parade.
I'm picturing the Black Parade, but sung by Skeletor. When I was a young boy.
Amazing.
Skeletor has one of the greatest voices.
Yes, it really does. It's beautiful. Good.
All right. Do we have music going? I don't hear music.
Oh,
Now I hear
we
music.
have fight songs.
There we go.
I needed to recover from Skeletor Black Parade.
I can't
Go on.
listen.
This interruption brought to you by Skeletor.
That's the intermission song, by the way, is the entire song sung in the voice of Skeletor.
Very good. Okay, so 2 arrows fly at one of the banshees standing over Galadh, hitting directly in the chest and the throat, killing him instantly.
The Banshee, right? Not Galadh?
The banshee.
Oh, okay.
The
No,
second,
no, Galad's already dead.
Galadh has failed 2 death saving throws, but is not dead yet. The second one suddenly freezes and struggles to try and move his limbs. And then jumping out from the trees is Vamir, the Wood Elf Godslayer, who runs toward Galadh, sliding down onto one knee in the last few feet as he reaches out with a glowing emerald green energy around his hand and slaps it down on Galad's body, touching the open wounds and immediately healing the wounds to Galad's chest, bringing you up to 8 hit points.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, yeah. Not
Also,
dead
can I
yet.
say that the verbiage of you saying him slapping it onto Galad's chest made me just think, like, this baby can fit so many hit points in it.
Yes. That's
Flawless.
canon,
So Galadh, you awaken suddenly, taking a deep breath, realizing only a moment ago one of the sword strikes after you had fallen had pierced your lung, but the wound has healed. Vamir grabs your hand and helps you up to a knee as you see Nakara run up and cut Hannah free before taking a quick strike at the frozen Banshee. Which is going to be a hit with a 17. And because he is frozen, that is a sneak attack, which is going to be a lot of d6,
Oh, yes.
which I probably should have pulled out of this ahead of time. So that is going to be...
to my life last campaign.
So that is going to be 23 damage, which kills that Banshee as she cuts Hannah free and then just drives it straight up under the jaw into his head, and he drops. Now charging out from the trees on the other side is Tharl Redhelm, bringing the axe end of his Urgrosh down onto the Banshee next to Thrag. Which is actually not going to hit. That is only an 11. But he gets a second attack, and that is going to hit with a 15. Which is going to hit for 11 damage, which I believe stuns that Banshee. Yes. So, Thrag, you see Tharl charge out, axe end down right into the back of the Banshee next to you, which stuns him and drops him to a knee.
Ah, you beautiful bastard!
All right. So let's see who is in initiative order right now. Thrag, you're up.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and just slam down on the one. Oh wait, no, I'm stunned.
You
I
are
forgot about
stunned.
that. I forgot about that. I am stunned.
That's
Never mind.
right.
I can't do anything.
All right.
I just picture Thrag in his mind saying, what did you say? That's a beautiful one?
you beautiful bastard.
But all that came out because he stunned this.
So Galadh, it is your turn.
Am I still stunned from having just taken literally my entire health bar of damage last turn?
Yes, you would
Yeah,
still be stunned
That's
then.
what I figured. next
But
victim.
you are conscious.
Yay!
Okay. In that case, we have one of the Masked Banshee Rangers who's going to fire an arrow at Nikita. Which is going to be... 10. I'm guessing 10 doesn't hit Nikita.
10 doesn't hit.
Okay, second arrow. That is
Second
going...
arrow.
Yes. which that's going to be a dirty 20.
What is this guy, Hawkeye?
And that's going to be 7 damage from the second arrow.
Aye!
Up next is the massive skull-helmeted man who was attacking Thrag, who is now going to turn his attention to the newer incoming threat. Move on over to Tharl. And where was his attack bonus? There it was. And is just going to hit Tharl. I didn't pull enough dice out. Just going to hit Tharl for 16 damage. And then next up, we have Nikita. And Ragtag, you're on deck.
Where am I?
You're right up top next to Ragtag.
Yeah. I pull out my diamond and from underneath my shirt, and I shoot a chromatic orb at this guy. You know this guy.
Which guy?
This guy. You know this guy. Corin.
Okay, Corin. If you were... Okay, now I see. I think I just saw all of the arrows you were putting. I just kept hearing this guy and seeing nothing get circled on screen. All right, so Chromatic Orb at Corin. That is a saving throw from him? Or is it a spell attack?
A range spelled attack. A 15.
All right. 15 does not hit.
Oh no.
It
It's
looked
because of
pretty,
a
though.
second arrow. Lice, yes, you like my diamond.
So yes, you got hit with an arrow, kind of in the arm, and it so it didn't hit anywhere vital, but it did throw off your aim that you were preparing to shoot at Corin. So the orb goes just a little wide. You have a bonus action.
I cannot do anything else.
All right, and now it is Corin's turn, who, if we recall, was hit by a bolt of black lightning from the first one to jump in that had hurt him pretty bad, and you can see it's still singed and like the part of his torso where the bolt hit is starting to almost dissolve a little bit. So Corin begins running.
Waiting.
Let's see. Next up, we have Banshee number 9, who is also going to turn in. Nope, never mind. Banshee number 9 is stunned. Banshee number 7, who is going to join his boss and come attack Tharl with a natural 1 and a 6. So Banshee runs up, takes 2 swings, and Tharl just knocks both of them out of the way with the Urgrosh and just roars at him. And with that, we have Ragtag. You're up.
Okay. Ragtag drops a Eldritch Cannon just behind him in this spot.
Okay. Find our Eldritch Cannon. Stand-in. Oh god, we had an Eldritch Cannon blue version and red version. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, this one is this one's actually green.
Just to make things more difficult for you.
It could be red today though.
There we
That's
go. Oh, I changed it. It's green version now.
That's good. That's good. Thank you. This is a Force Ballista Eldritch Cannon. Ragtag turns back at the Eldritch Cannon, looks to the masked Banshee to his right, or to his left here,
Yep.
Mass Banshee number 5,
Mhm.
and says, apropos of nothing, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banshee number 5," and fires a force ballista at it. And crit fails the roll, so it just kind of wings it. Like, maybe I shouldn't go so hard on the references. All right. That's me.
All right.
Makes a beautiful reference and just whips it.
For the record, Thrag, you are on deck. But before that, we have Mass Banshee 10, who is going to run up and try to attack Vamir. He's going to miss with a 12, but then hit with a 21. So runs up, takes advantage of the fact that Vamir kind of lowered himself a little bit to help you and didn't have his guard fully up. Still agile enough to dodge the first hit, but then the second hit hits kind of a shoulder area and does 9 damage. All right. Now it is Nakara's turn, who is going to come up and be like, "Hey, fuck you," to the guy who just attacked her teammate. And she has... what's that roll? She is going to hit with 21. And because Vamir is within 5 feet, that's a sneak attack.
Is this a new song? No, it's not.
This is the Animals as Leaders one I wrote.
And she's going to hit him for 21 damage.
No, it's not.
There's another kill shot. So as he takes his attention to try and take out Vamir, she just comes up right next to him and jams the dagger directly into the side of his neck. Gets a straight jugular shot.
Nice.
And with that, Thrag, you are up. Galadh, you're on deck.
Hell yeah. All right. Is it cool if I use my bonus action first and then my full action?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my second wind. So I roll a d10, and then I add my fighter level to it, and that's how much HP I regain. Wow. Thanks, dice. That was a 1 on my roll. Plus my fighter level.
You are not good at this.
Which should be 6.
Yes, correct. I gain 7 points of that. Alright, and then with my action, I'll go ahead. I'm going to try to strike the fucking guy in the middle here. Since
You have
he's already
advantage because
stunned.
he's stunned and flanked.
And, yeah. So I'm going to try. Does he look like he's in pretty bad shape?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Starrel's Urgrosh came down right into like the middle of his back.
Hell yeah, I'm going to try to go for like a beheading. It'd be great if I didn't drop the dice. Oh, it was a natural 20 anyway.
It counts.
It counts. It rolled onto something. There's no point in me rolling again. So that's a crit, and
Mm-hmm.
don't fail me this time. Hey, max damage, baby!
Yeah.
My dice are making up for all the bullshit they were doing to me last game. Alright, so... 10 plus 3 times double, so we're looking at 26 damage on the first hit.
Tharl brought him down with that with the axe to the back, and then you swing just upwards with yours and get right into the middle of his face and just
Hell yeah!
leaves him and then just drops him face down.
As I'm like swinging my axe, I'm just singing, "What's going to work? Teamwork!" And then with my motion, I'm going to extra attack and try to go right for Regius with my back swing.
All right.
And I don't suppose I have advantage on that one, do I?
No, Tharl's not on the other side of him.
They are bastards! All right. Since I did not action surge because I was holding it, I'm going to go ahead and action surge now. Then I'm gonna try to get this man.
Fighter.
Oh, oh, that's a 19, which because I have improved crit is another crit.
Nice.
There we go.
Let's
All
go.
right. You'll love to see it.
Roll. That's 8, so that's 11, which doubled is 22 damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to extra attack again. Ooh, barely under a crit. It's gonna be 6. No, sorry. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Sweet. Roll damage. It's only 5 damage for the second hit.
All right.
Does it at least stun him?
No.
Ah.
But he doesn't look like he hasn't taken anything. Your first attack kind of, he went to go block a bit, but you kind of hit his arm area and tore a pretty big gash open. Your second hit hit him kind of in the thigh, so he is bleeding pretty heavily, but looks like he's really taking it in stride. Like he is a tough motherfucker, and this is probably not his first rodeo. Right. So with that, Galadh,
Deal with 2 dwarves.
Galadh, you are up. Nikita, you're on deck.
All right. Do I see Corin running away out of the corner of my eye?
You do.
Excellent. In that case, no. you don't get away so easily. And I will cast Call Lightning. And I'm going to need him to make a Dex save 14, please.
All right. Which he doesn't do with a natural 2.
Excellent. All right, he's going to take 18 lightning damage, I believe it is.
All right.
Yep. And is he stunned?
He is stunned. So he's running. Your lightning shoots and hits him square in the back, and you just see his muscles like tense up with momentary paralysis as he drops to a knee.
Excellent. I will take half my movement to stand up. And
All right.
actually kind of like where I'm positioned at the moment. So that'll be it. That'll be my turn.
All right. And at this point, we have Banshee, who's going to take another shot at Nikita.
No, please stop.
Does a 13 hit.
Why, God, why?
All right, that's going to be 3 damage from that arrow. Second arrow.
Second arrow again.
This one's only 11. Does that hit?
God damn it.
An 11 hits you?
Yes, I am a squish.
This one does 6 damage.
Hue puta malparidos.
Wrong language. Wrong language.
I am literally 1 HP.
I've been there.
You guys have seen Nikita now take a hail of arrows. At this point, probably has about 5 or 6 arrows sticking out of their body in various places, and is starting to lose some blood from it. Nikita's not looking so hot. Now
It
it
went
is
from plush toy to pin cushion.
It is nothing but flesh wound. Do not worry about me.
You're mostly flesh.
And mostly wounds at this point, too.
so now we have Relic, who is going to charge. Wait, how far can he go? That's the improved there. So Relic charges in and is going to cast. Going to cast Cloud of Daggers on the Banshee who just shot Nikita. which is going to surround that Banshee, which with a crudely drawn circle, that is going to make him hurt the next time it's his turn. As you see, his eyes still glazed over with black, and now a similar kind of black energy wraps around the head of the scythe as he points it at the Banshee, and you see a bunch of daggers of black energy start forming and swirling around that Banshee. And with that, it is... Whose turn? Regis's turn. Who now sees both dwarves stepping up to him. So he's going to turn his attention back to Thrag. And does a... Where was that? It's a 25 hit Thrag. I'm guessing it does.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Fucking minimum damage, which is 8. So brings his axe back down on you. Kind of hits one of your open wounds where you're just like, motherfucker! And again, the kind of shimmering energy that's on the axe pulsates as it hits you, and you feel an extra just kind of force driving into the wound. And with that, it is Vamir's turn, who's going to shoot at the Banshee in the back. And is going to hit. Dealing 10 damage and stunning said Banshee. And then is going to go for his second arrow, which is also going to hit.
He has 2 arrows. I want 2 arrows.
This one is only going to be 9 damage. So the first arrow, he looks at the last Banshee that's kind of holding up this rear and looks like about to charge in. And just first arrow gets clean in the shoulder, and then the second one gets kind of lower torso. And now that Banshee looks in very, very rough shape.
He's so good at that.
All right. Ranger Banshee number 2 is going to take a shot at Ragtag, seeing that you took up that the cannon. Does 15 hit?
Nope.
All right. Second arrow. 7
Second
definitely
arrow.
doesn't hit. So Ragtag, once again, very kind of cartoonishly and comedically, just dodges out of the way with these fun poses. And the Banshee's just like, motherfucker. But seeing what's going on is also going to start backing away towards where Corin is. Nikita.
When you said comedic poses, I picture that one where they like grab themselves by the seat of the pants and then lift up their legs and it goes between the legs.
This is all very Wile E. Coyote.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Nikita, you're up. Ragtag, you're on deck.
How far? Okay, with last breath, I do one more chromatic orb at this fool over here, Corin.
I don't think Relic and Tharl are in the way. Right?
Record? No.
No.
Hold on.
No.
No, he's got a straight
Oh,
line.
never mind. Perfect.
Yes, I know. I was looking at Mip. I see him.
All right, Chromatic Orb, and that's going to be, you said, it's a spell attack. But it's ranged, and he is now down on his knee, which means you actually have disadvantage on the attack.
Because he is on knee?
Yep.
He's a smaller target.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, very well. The number is 19.
19, that's with disadvantage?
Oh, disadvantage. 17.
17 still hits.
Yes. And it is 8 damage. 3 damage of more lightning damage.
So while Corin's already down on a knee, just trying to free his muscles from the temporary paralysis, the lightning hits and he just can't unfreeze, and he looks very, very, very wounded. All right, Banshee.
And I use my movement to go
Okay. So Nikita drops down, plays dead.
I literally drop shot him from 20 million meters away.
I imagine Ragtag looking down, like, very confused at how you just, like, threw magic and then, like, just fucking dropped on the floor. Immediate crouch pose. Okay.
And
Can I
so
do that too?
Corin is stunned, so it is Masked Banshee number 7 who is going to attack Tharl. Miss with the first strike. Tharl just bats it out of the way with the Urgrosh again, and misses with the second strike, which he hits, but gleans off of Tharl's armor. We then see the wizard, Godslayer, step out and shoot Scorching Ray at Banshee number 8, who Vamir had downed. First one misses, second one hits, third one hits, and he only had 1 hit point left. So those two, you see him step out and just 3 fiery rays just send off at the down Banshee, who gets just ignited and skin immediately gets just blackened and torched, and he drops. Tharl is going to attack Regis and is going to hit for 13 damage. Attack number 2. That just misses him, actually. So, Regis gets hit again, kind of in the torso area, but then kind of sidesteps Tharl's second swipe with his Urgrosh. Ragtag, you're up. Thrag, you're on deck.
Okay. What are the implications of a ranged attack through friendlies? Like, what is the situation?
Bad.
Bad? What does that mean?
That means if there are friendlies in the way, you're going to hit the friendlies.
Okay. Can I ask, from this point, would one have a straight shot to Regis?
To Regis, let's see, hold on.
Or from this point?
That point, no. That point would go through Thrag. From this point, you wouldn't be hitting friendlies. You would be hitting the other Masked Banshee first, though.
Okay. And there's no way to get a straight shot to Regis. Okay.
Right. Let's see. You'd have to be somewhere in this line here.
I'm not seeing whatever you're doing.
We can't see.
Oh.
We can't see measurements.
You'd have to be
Somewhere
like
over there.
here.
Okay. No, it's too far. Okay. So Ragtag says, "Hey, Regis, get sticky," and he pulls a bit of spider web from that he grabbed from the Spider-Man's house out of his pocket, and he puts it in front of his hand and he blows it into the air, and a mass of web appears in the 20 feet surrounding and behind Regis. So not in front of him, not hitting Thrag or Tharl, but just kind of in this space down here.
You said 20 feet?
20 foot cubes. So basically from Regis and 20 feet back. With him right at the front of it. I wanted to do this thing where I put web behind him and then I force ballista blasted him into it. I thought that'd be cool, but the mechanics don't work out right now.
All right.
All right, let's try Banshee number 5 again. Go ahead. And he points towards the Banshee, and the cannon just kind of swings back towards it, powers up, and fires off another round. This time, does a 17 hit that Banshee?
A 17 does hit.
Sweet. It's going to take
Banshee number 5 remix.
It's gonna take 3 force damage, and it pushes it 5 feet back.
All right. Oh, accidentally drew another dot. Didn't want to do that. Okay. It is Nakara's turn, who is going to use a bonus action to dash. Actually, she doesn't even need to do that because it was just 30 feet for her to get. Oh, wait. So she's going to go just close to Regis and then toss a dagger at him. First dagger is going to miss. Second one is going to hit and sneak attack because Thrag and Tharl are both there. So that's going to hit Regis for 20 points of damage.
Nice.
And gets another kill shot. She just tosses that second dagger, and it just goes right into his eye. And he was already hurting enough from the hits from Thrag and Tharl that the eye shot just he drops to his knees. He doesn't even fully fall because he's in the spider web, so he like half falls and then is just caught in the web.
Is that your final answer?
I got that one.
I was saving that one the whole battle. Just thinking you're dead. Never mind.
Thrag, you're up. Galadh, you're on deck.
Alright, I'm just gonna take an immediate swing at Banshee 7.
All right.
18.
18 hits.
Sweet. It's gonna be 12 damage. Is he donezo?
No, but he is stunned.
Sweet. All right.
No one had hit him yet, so you just turn around and swing and just get a solid shot straight to the chest.
Hell yeah. And then I'm gonna take extra attack. 17.
17 also hits.
And that's another 6 damage.
Still not dead, but the second one comes down in the shoulder and he brings him down to a knee, and he looks very rough.
Excellent.
Galadh, you're up.
What are the implications of Corrin automatically failing a Dex saving throw if he's still stunned?
Probably
Depends on
good, I
what-
imagine.
I was gonna say, it depends on what it is you're doing to make him fail said saving throw.
Continuing to call lightning, because he's still stunned, right?
Yeah, technically it's not his turn again.
Good. So I will just continue to summon this mystical lightning down my arm, through my ring, into my staff, up into the cloud, and another call lightning. And that will be 21 more damage.
Ooh. And yeah, even rolling the dice, he failed that. So you hear Relic yell over as he's concentrating his energy on Banshee number 5 with that the Crown of Daggers. You hear him yell over, if you ever wish to look back on this day and know you were strong enough to stand against tyranny, then it must be you who finishes this. As the lightning flies from your staff, hits Corrin, who just looks up at you, and his anger turns to shock, which turns to his eyes glazing over as the lightning stops his heart, and he falls.
Yes.
Well, that's a thing to
Alright.
say.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Banshee number 5 is now going to take the damage from the Ring of Daggers, which is going to be 25 points, which kills him. So he was still just on the cusp of that ring, and they just all down into his body, and just tons of little needle points of these daggers hitting him, and immediately starts bleeding out from those wounds. At which point, Relic's gonna run down and swing his scythe at Banshee number, who is this, 7?
Mhm.
Which that is going to hit for a whole lot of damage.
Yep.
Which even just the base dice roll was higher, so I'm not going to bother calculating all of the other additions. He just comes back behind him and just swings the scythe and beheads Banshee number 7. Let's see. Nikita, you're up. There is only one left, who is actively in the process of running currently.
I get up and I look at him and I go, bang. I do finger guns.
Takes
Okay.
out a Glock.
Was something supposed to happen?
A little bit of fire comes out in a
was
little
threatening,
bolt
I guess.
from the finger. I add I have I can't add 17.
17 hits.
17 hits, so I do a lot of damage to him with just a little bit.
So Nikita just pulls himself up onto a knee, arrows still sticking out of their body, and
10 damage.
which hits us kind of in the square of the back, and you just immediately see this circular burn wound at the point of impact, and brings him down to a knee.
He's not
He's not dead, but he's stunned.
I go a little bit of smoke and put my finger in my pocket and lay back down.
At which point, the rest of the Godslayers, seeing it, kind of realize that this is more or less over, and gesture to you guys to go and deal the finishing blow, whoever would be interested in doing so.
I've still got some lightning in the air, so may I?
By all means.
And with that, another bolt of lightning down through my arm into the sky, and then right back down onto this new and final, soon to be very, very.
Who rolled a
Right.
3?
Yep, he's gonna take 15 lightning damage.
I just imagine the
Alright.
lightning hits him, and all of a sudden you just hear a Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, that's
we need to get that on a
that's
soundboard.
Absolutely.
I gotta get that on the soundboard.
Yeah.
I'll work on that.
that's absolutely canon.
Very good.
And with that, all the bandits around you are no more.
It's a good thing we killed him. The last one we let live, we got really attached to. It caused a bit of trouble.
And I
Why
suppose,
did they? Oh, I sorry. Please talk. I am stay on floor.
We didn't give them names yet, so it didn't matter. I was fine with it. I felt nothing.
And speaking of Hannah, where?
So Hannah is
Right.
it has been cut free, but it was kind of laying low for a sec. She looks hurt,
All right, I'll
physically, not or I guess physically and emotionally.
Yeah, I'll go over and cast Cure Wounds on her. She can have 8 hit points back,
All right.
and then I'll head on over to Nikita and do another Cure Wounds, and that'll be 10 hit points.
You sure it's not 28 hit points?
I'm sure this is not that powerful of a spell.
Relic then approaches you, the man with the scythe, who you only know his name is Relic because it was written in Astral. But now officially he approaches and says, "Hello, my name is Relic Trey. I'm a captain of the Godslayers and the commanding leader of this squadron. They told me what happened in Veermore. Thankfully, I believe we had enough time to pull back from our scouting duties and come help with this without the Formians being able to regroup, but we must get back. No one can know what happened here. Corin was overstepping his bounds when he killed those guards, and Olsen Kenneman was my friend. Perhaps I was a bit biased in my choice to intervene, but murdering town guards is enough action that I want to keep things from getting worse. It's likely I had spies in the town who knew you spoke to us, so this only doesn't lead to greater conflict if all those spies are dead before the information spreads. I don't believe that's your responsibility, and espionage is a specialty of mine, so I'll handle finding any wandering eyes personally while my team continues their investigations in the Underdark. For now, you no longer have this weight on your shoulders. Still, be careful with whatever your next steps are. You've done more than most would already, and for that, I have faith in you all."
Next steps.
Well, thank
I
you.
can barely walk.
Yeah, he's not
He
looking great.
he
Can we
actually
check
he
out how
reaches in a pouch on his back and takes out a vial with a deep red liquid and hands it to you. Says, "I think you need that more than I do right now," and you recognize that as a potion of greater healing.
You know what? I'll take it, but we are fine. When you were spying, were you just waiting until for us to be kind of ass kicked, or like for big surprise? It'd be like, oh, why no? You show up in beginning before the spies.
You saw me as soon as I got here.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you. I drink this now. What do I roll for it?
That is. Let's forget how many. Word.
Oh, 18. I rolled 18 hit points. Wow, this is great.
Hey,
There you go.
No,
thank
I don't
you,
know what to roll. I'm
Little do you know,
sorry.
that's like a really low roll for a greater potion.
Greater healing is 44 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
Yep.
Are we doing that thing where if we're like not in combat and we drink something, it gives us the full thing? Remember we were talking about that? Like we take it during an action, we'll do the half.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll say you get the full from that, which is 20 points.
Magical potions are supposed to be magical. Can I just like drink this potion and then like the arrows that are in my body just like get pushed out and fall to the floor like Neo or something?
You just have a fucking six-pack.
Yeah.
Just
Only
immediately
for like 10
rip.
minutes, but it's great.
Sure. You see the arrows start, the skin starts to kind of naturally pull around the heads of the arrows so it doesn't get torn as they fall out, and the arrows just drop out of Nikita's body, and then the wounds start to close up Wolverine style.
That's it, Wolverine style. Well, I guess we're done here. I don't think they're going to want us back in town. Should we go, guys?
No one even.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
believe
we should
the
get
only
away
people
from
in
all
town
the
who-
bodies.
I believe the only people in town who know who you are are Captain. What was her name? Our Captain Andrina and the couple soldiers that you spoke to after the murder.
Man, these
I don't
guys-
think that
these guys
tavern
knew.
owner is going to forget me anytime soon.
and we do
Oh,
have
yes.
to pick up our traveling companion.
Oh, right,
I thought-
that guy. Yeah.
I thought he came with us.
No, you guys told him to stay back.
Okay. I guess.
Remember,
I guess.
we had that heartwarming thing about like telling him like, hey, if we don't come back or whatever, like to hire somebody else or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Nakara extends her hand to Nikita. So, Int Slayer, perhaps you're braver than I gave you credit for. Now you just need to learn to fight well enough to back it up.
You know what? This is very poor timing on your end to gloat over me after I almost die. Give me like 5 minutes, please. I saw the white light of so like chill a little bit. I get it, but at the same time, you're coming on real strong, lady. I know I'm real cute, lady, but you need to relax.
She chuckles when you say, I know I'm real cute, and just keeps holding her paw out.
I'm good, thanks. And I get up by myself.
Very well. I have a feeling we'll meet again. And turns to follow her team as they all start to follow Relic back towards the town. But then she stops and turns back for a moment. She looks up at Hannah and back to you guys and just says, if the girl has no path and you are going to Zirith, take her to the cemetery district. Look for the Admirable Tavern. If she's willing to work, they'll have work for her. If she's skilled, they'll have work for her skills. And then turns and follows them before they all disperse past the tree line, disappearing from sight.
Okay, bye.
That was weird. All right, bye.
So, shall we go back to the town? And I mean, I could certainly do with a bit of a break here. Where
Yeah, I could
I'm
use
not,
a good sleep of exactly 8 hours.
yes, perhaps
I could use sleeps.
perhaps we spend the night in town and then
Oh,
set off in the morning.
Before we
Sounds good.
forget, we should probably run their pockets or something. Maybe they
Oh, that's
got
not a
some
bad idea.
golds on them. You know,
If they have any
maybe
cool
pick
stuff.
up some of their weapons. I think maybe we throw their bodies together and light fire or something, just to not to deal with evidence of the
Ragtag makes a
situation.
beeline for Regis's skull mask.
And would it be the worst idea if we were to grab their emblems?
Oh. What would you do with that?
Another trick up our sleeves, should we need it?
Okay.
So
Sounds
you
good.
guys.
What was the weapon that Regis was using?
So Regis, you pick it up, and he had a great axe, which for you is pretty large because that's a two-handed weapon for a normal-sized being. But because of your strength score, you would still be able to wield it two-handed. So it's a great axe that has some kind of seemingly magical glint to it as you kind of wave it around, and some light kind of reflects and shimmers off of the blades of the axe.
I hold it up like this and just go, mine! This is mine!
Has it been 10 minutes yet?
We'll say sure as you guys are
Oh, I was hoping it wasn't.
okay, we'll say it's been 9 minutes.
All right, perfect. Because that means I still have call lightning up. So as he holds that up, I want to try and direct the
You
weakest possible call lightning down and just hit the weapon as he's holding it up.
I'll allow it. That's cool.
Intentionally weak one, yeah.
I won't make you roll for it. That's a pretty cool visual. So it's mine as a bolt of lightning cracks down onto it.
cracks down
Thunder.
onto it.
And just see a little pulse, a little like sparks off the edges of the blade.
He's so cool.
And then among the rest of them, Corin had a double-bladed longsword that had black blades with these red runes inscribed along the blades. And aside from that, 6 of them had longswords, and 3 of them had short bows.
Anything in the way of armor?
Mostly leather and studded leather. Regis had adamantine half. Regis and Corin both had adamantine half plate.
Is that something I could have refitted?
Yeah.
I could definitely use some really good armor.
Yeah, and I definitely want to take emblems for each of us, whatever they have in the way. If it's like a sash or
Yeah, most of them have
pin or
have
something.
sashes. Corin's it's like etched into the chest plate of the armor, into his suit, but the rest of them all had sashes.
Okay, I'll grab a sash for each of us.
Cool.
And what do we get like in terms of like, is there any coinage or anything like that we can?
Between all of them, there is about 150 gold.
Can we split that up?
So yeah.
Yes, please.
What's the math on that? 150 split 5 ways.
5?
There's four.
37.5.
Who is 5? There are 4 of us.
Hannah.
Oh, you mean the one that got us into these problems to begin with? She gets percentage?
She
How about
wasn't
you give
exactly
her your-
helpful in this last situation here.
How about you give her your percentage?
Okay.
Which you do notice
Okay,
she's just been really quiet, just kind of like going over all of their bodies, and like you can tell that she's really conflicted about this, and that she feels like this probably needed to happen, and that they wronged her, but also that these were people that she's been close to for the more important part of her life now, and that you can just see how conflicted she feels. But then ultimately she comes up to Corin's body and spits on it.
Hey, how you doing?
I've been better.
No kidding.
I don't really know
think-
what to do now.
Yeah. We're gonna head back to the town. Is she wearing
We're
like
on our
Howling
way to
Banshee's
there.
garb or anything?
She's just wearing leather armor like most of the rest of them had. They
Okay.
didn't have like a uniform. You're
Have, like, a
guessing
look.
most of the armors they had were probably stolen
Okay.
from somewhere or other. So the sash was kind of their unified look, and she had lost that before she even came to warn you guys.
So Hannah, before he left, Relic mentioned a place that may take you in, a inn or something along those lines. Actually, where we're going, called the Admirable. So if you'd like to, join us on the journey for a little bit, I would certainly be happy to have you. And I mean, I cannot speak for my companions here, but
Yes.
I'm fine with whatever.
I don't mind the Missy being around.
Well, I suppose getting away from here might be the best thing. Can't say I'd be excited to go and work in a tavern, but
he mentioned that they would have stuff for you if you didn't have skills, and perhaps other things if you did have skills. He was rather vague about the whole thing, but
And let's
worth
be
a
honest,
try.
we're gonna get sidetracked with some other stuff anyway. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Simply
Talking about-
stepping stones on your way.
Talking about sidetracked, Hannah, really quickly, is this the whole crew that we kill here, or would there more? You could give me names of each guy that we kill to humanize them if you want. I don't care. But just asking.
I think this is all that was at the fortress. No, there were... She's like looking around, and no, there were a couple more. It's hard to know how many you would have. It's hard to know how many you would have with them. Some of our members kind of go between the local factions depending on what jobs they may be needed for. So there's 10 to 15 men typically at any given time. I think there were 3 more at the fortress before I left who aren't here. Can't imagine if they got to town that quickly that they
You guys
actually had
want to
time
go-
to have more from other factions come join them.
Hey, you guys want to go clear out the hidey spot of dead not bad idea.
I
you know,
need
make a couple
ale.
extra bucks.
Maybe tomorrow.
Feels like it might
No,
be
I know,
expensive, honestly.
I know. Say right now, don't get me wrong. We should get some food. We should get some ales for our compatriots here, etc., etc. But I don't think it's bad idea. Look how good we did today. All of them dead. All our job.
I'm not.
With
I
this
don't know,
new
I'm not
shiny
just
axe,
looking
I'll
like
do
sneak out and
anything.
Murder some dudes. I don't know. I think I'm good to just move on to the next town. Keep
How
up
about
with
you
the.
Hannah actually speaks up and she says, "If I do go with you, I would like to grab some things from that fortress. If I'm
Then
starting,
it's settled.
All
And
right,
I
that's
can
not
grab
reasonable
enough
for
some
me. Let's go
gold.
do it.
if I'm starting completely
let's-
fresh, I'd like something to start with. There's a lot there. And fuck Corin.
Excellent.
Yes.
Come on, let's go get some air. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. And I turn around, unbuckle my my pants, and just start pissing on the body of Regis.
Jesus Christ.
This is what you get, you bastard.
There it is.
Ah,
You know what?
ah.
He was always kind to me, but he was the first to turn his back when Corin started. Fuck him. He deserves that.
Oh. Let's go get you some more ale, my friend.
Good, I haven't had any today.
What time is it? And I look up at sun to figure out what time it is.
It's about 2:30.
Okay, let us go back and get some rest. I could do with rest.
So you guys turn back and
As we're
And-
walking away from the battlefield, I want to have like the great axe up on my shoulders and like have it like resting like behind my neck and holding it like that.
Doing the big
and I-
axe guy anime
Yeah,
walk.
yeah.
mhm.
And then I come up next to Galadh like as we're walking, and I just say, "Hey, you made that a very shocking ending, Galadh."
Galadh likes bad puns, confirmed.
Oh yes. Absolutely. That is most certainly.
Now let's go get drunk.
So you head back north into town. You weren't super far from the edge of the town, maybe 15-20 minutes down the road. So you're back by about 3 in the afternoon, and so the sun is still up in the sky. Weather's nice, and it's a bit less stressful walking into the town this time. There's no monsters attacking. It just you get a sense of how peaceful Viramore typically is. Make your way back up to the Sleeping Turtle Inn in the northwest side of town, and Stephanus is sitting at the bar and just looks up and, "Oh my God, Chusa, you're back! You're alive! I'm so happy you did it! You won, right? I'm drunk enough I could be seeing ghosts.
Yeah, we won.
Unless you're
all,
drunk and I'm the ghost.
all
Oh,
by ourselves. Won. Super good.
Yeah, I was worried sick. I had 3 whole glasses of wine. Thank you for coming back." And then he lays his head down on the table and falls asleep.
Par for the course.
Hey, barmaid, do we still have beds?
He hasn't paid for them yet. He wasn't sure if you'd be coming back or not.
Well, just put
Well,
it on
put him
his
on the
tab.
tab.
Very well.
Well, could you please give me some if you could do you have what they call in the sea area I don't know the name but spaghettis for me please.
Do you mean do you mean pasta?
Yeah, give me some spaghettis.
We can make some shrimp Alfredo.
Okay, good. That sounds good. I would like some shrimp alfredo then. And then I will go to bed.
I slap my hand on the bar and just go, Barkeep! Whiskey for my wounds, ale for my gullets.
She
I
just
feel like
looks up
those
to
are
you and
interchangeable, but okay.
she's less off put by you now. It's like she's starting to get used to, and she just goes, "Which one would you like in the bucket?"
You know me so well. The ale, please.
That we can do. And she starts pouring some ale into the bucket and fills a small glass with whiskey. Hands you both. About 10 minutes, she comes out with a plate of shrimp Alfredo. She slides to Nikita. And then gets back to bartending. So you guys are all now sitting at the bar in the Sleeping Turtle Inn with your drinks and your food and your sleeping Stephanus, who occasionally just wakes up, hiccups, and goes back to sleep.
So Galadh,
Yes.
why you I have to be honest with you, Galadh. You are a bit of mystery to me. Why you go through so much effort to protect this girl? She is but street rat, and look at the men that we have killed to let one woman die. I mean, live.
Now,
Good shrimp.
she sort of reminds me of me when I was young.
She's pretty though.
Sorry, hold on. That kind of caught me off guard. It shouldn't have, but it did. Oh, okay. All right. Very good. Very good.
Woo!
Got him.
Galadh has a certain charm about him.
So, a long time ago, at the beginning of the war, I was forced to do what I had to do to survive. And I've been trying to, well, I wouldn't say make amends, but help where I can. It's what I went through was not something I would like other people to deal with. So anywhere I can help is enough for me to at least feel as though I have a purpose, and helps me avoid some of that darkness.
I would be lying to you if I were to say that I understood. But
Well, 200 years of slavery will change you a bit, and you'll see things in a different light.
very well.
At this point, Ragtag turns around and orders another gin dandy.
At this point, she actually had gone out back and picked a couple dandelions and said, "You gave me an idea for this, and I think it's actually kind of interesting. I think I'm gonna. I might start selling this."
Ooh, they're fresh. Thank you.
I I don't I don't see where how this works of being able to help this girl. There were men there that we could have spared as well, but we chose not to. And we put lightning through their faces.
We did do
It
that.
just
That was mostly Galadh, but yeah.
well, you put light. Well, I put lightning in face as well.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, I
guess there
kind
was
of.
some face lightning,
I
right,
did.
right.
You saw that one. It was good.
I thought
When
it
I
was
drop
tight.
shot him.
I liked it.
Yes. Well, thank you. I totally was not laying on ground to not get hit by more arrows. Don't it was for finesse, it was for swagger. You know, that's why I was doing. But regardless, have you done this for others, Galet?
In a way. Before I linked up with you all, I was just a wandering druid, just helping where I could, and that's the whole reason I was sent out for the Rod of Dasis. It was, a friend and his town were in need. So, rather than let them all suffer for no reason of their own, no fault of their own, I figured, why not? It's better than anything else I could be doing.
Well, anyways, Nikita's rather uncomfortable and kind of like squirming in the seat listening to this. I think I'm going to go off and have some sleep, and perhaps when we have awakened from slumber, we may consider a battle to fight 3 guys at fortress and with lots of gold. So
Yeah, it sounds like a blast. I'm in.
yes. Should we consider going tonight or perhaps tomorrow in the morning? Hannah, how far is fortress?
For me, it would take about 5 hours, I think, to get there.
With all of us here.
It depends if I've been drinking.
Yeah, let's get some sleep.
And as we all know,
especially you,
you are
Thrag.
always drinking.
Thrag, roll your roll. I'm gonna say
I
3 con
just
saves
did.
between the whiskey and the bucket of
3
ale.
con saves, my god.
Well, the whiskey I didn't drink. I was pouring it on my my arms and whatnot, letting it.
Oh,
Oh, it was literally
sanitized.
for your wounds.
Yes, yes. It was
Oh.
literally for my wound. I was literally pouring it on my arms.
I feel like there were better medicinal solutions than that. That was really
Nothing
nice
like
whiskey, too.
to clean it out. So
Does it have to
how
be
many
40-year-old scotch?
how many con saves do you want me to roll there?
in that case,
Two?
just 2.
Okay. Well, the first one was only a 12, so this is
Okay.
starting off well. Oh no, the second one was a 13.
You got your shit rocked this morning, and your body isn't necessarily as
I'm getting my shit
in
rocked
shape
right
as it
now.
should be. Plus, yesterday you drank a bucket of rum. So even though it's just a bucket of ale, you're feeling it a lot more than you usually would, and your vision's a little shaky, just a bit.
I'm gonna take that the adamantine half plate that I had. I'm going to slip it onto oh god, what's his name? I can't think of his name.
Stephanus.
Yes, Stephanus. I'm gonna try to slip it onto his body as best as possible. I'm
gonna
Slap
need
him
you
on-
to roll a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Oh, I'm not trying.
No,
I'm
this
not
isn't
trying
really
to be,
sleight of hand.
I ain't trying to be nice about it. I'm just slipping it on.
So just roll a dex check with disadvantage.
8.
You are too drunk. He is sleeping, and it's half plate armor that is bigger than you. You are having way too much trouble than this. You can barely get anything on.
I put his
any
like
of his
arm
legs.
through like the head hole and then
Yeah,
just leave
You
it.
pretty much you have the neck hole up to his shoulder, and that's as far as you got here.
I pat him on his head and just say, "Sleep well, little birdie," and then try to go upstairs.
All right. Roll a dex check.
Yes, yes. Roll for stairs.
Disadvantage because you're drunk.
I was gonna say
Roll for stairs.
that's a 10.
You don't do the Stephanus where your head stays in place, but you do you get up like 3 stairs and you're like, oh, I fucking got this, and then your foot hits the 4th one and you just face plant onto the stairs. So you're just laying face first in the middle of the staircase.
Always fun. And then I'm going to just crawl my way up the rest of the way on all fours.
Which you remember Stephanus did after he fell last time, and had decided that was the safer measure.
Now I definitely
means of
forget.
transport.
I 100% forget to ask for the room key. So I get to what is, I think, my room,
Mhm.
hit the door, realize it's locked, and then just slump down and fall asleep. Right outside the room.
Okay. So Thrag's
Out of
upstairs
curiosity, whose
sleeping
room
against
is
the
it?
door. Let's see. I'll roll for it. He's drunk. Miraculously, it is his room.
I hear the commotion going on outside, and I open the door and I see Thrag knocked out on the floor, and then I'm gonna go back into my room, grab my towel, and then just put the towel on him like a little blanket, and then close the door and go back into my room.
And despite the fact that you're smaller than Nikita is, it doesn't fully cover you. The side beef of your arms is still is
just a fucking mess.
edging out the sides of the towel.
Side beef.
That was Youth's old nickname.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Well,
Okay.
we're all going. Is that everybody going to sleep then?
So you guys don't finish out the night because it's still just the afternoon. But you all kind of make your way to some form of late afternoon nap sleep time, and so you can get some rest before going on your next excursion, and that is where we'll take our middle of game break.
In the middle of their sleep, Nikita wakes up and says, "I got it. I got it." In 2 more hours, and then I go back to sleep.
I love it.
Very good. All right,
Oh,
so
jeez.
we will be back very shortly to continue with the second half of this game, and we will see you guys soon.
All right.
Okay.
I lived.
It's a miracle.
It re-
hear any music from the stream. And I had it muted this whole time.
I have returned.
Why is Dane the battle map?
That is an excellent question. How in the world does that
What's
work?
happening up
Dean!
there?
Oh no, Dean! What did you
I didn't do anything. Maybe he'll come back.
Eh, probably not.
In the meantime,
Okay. Let's see what we get this time.
Oh, yes, the Skeletor.
ah, when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, Skeletor, will you be the savior? I lost the words because I said Skeletor.
universe.
The masters of the universe. He-Man. Because one day, I'll leave you a skeleton suit. Did you know he's just wearing a skeleton? Like, I think it's just a mask. I don't know. There's some lore there. I really don't know what's going on with it, to be honest. He said, will you defeat them, your demons? Because you're a big skeleton.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I tried. Oh my God, do I try? For a revolution. And he prays. It's my favorite part of that whole video. How's everybody doing in the chat? I haven't looked at chat in a while. How y'all doing? What's up, Norberto? Don't worry about it, little ninja chin.
This is typical intermission right here. That's what's going on.
You have a face burn? What happened, Norberto?
So your battle map is behind me as well.
That makes sense with the way OBS is set up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Yep, there it is.
Don't
We're
worry
all the
about it.
battle map. Ooh, yeah, hot oil. No, thank
Oh
you.
God. That almost happened to me while filming that that Lame Genie video the other day, Norberto. Because preparing breakfast while playing guitar was riskier than I thought.
I'm loving all of this artwork.
Oh yeah. Also, I just gotta file a minor complaint with Brina out there making the artwork. You keep spelling my name wrong. It's Galadh, not HD.
Galadh.
Duh.
Galadh.
Galadh. Duh. Duh. I don't know if you can hear that, but there is
You're hearing his
spelling.
Discord name.
It's okay.
What on earth is this
We're
gift from?
spelling.
I don't know what that GIF is from, but I
That's
need to
great.
find out because that's That is conveniently close to what I was doing.
I'm
That's all right.
Skeletor.
I
I'm
like these
Skeletor. Go on.
I like these anime villain glasses that Elias Trillinor has with the all whited out glasses
In the in the
in
battle
the
map?
Hero Forge.
Oh, in the Hero Forge.
Yeah, like when they go like this and then their glasses are just white.
You pull those up. Which Discord spot is that in?
General.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's very good. Yeah, those glasses are great. That's just a future character of mine, clearly.
Yeah, yeah. And I said, "Hey, yeah." I got that shit stuck in my. I heard it from the other room.
I'm glad.
Are we live right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
absolutely.
hanging
You know what I was just thinking? What I was thinking also was when he said, "Hey, how's everyone doing today?" It's just like the most like performer on the stage kind of talk.
How's everybody doing today? Thanks for coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
This one's called "Welcome to the Black Parade." If it was sung by the He-Man villain Skeletor.
I'm waiting.
Oh, you missed it.
I already
It
did
already
it.
happened.
Oh, I missed it.
You missed
God.
When I was a young boy,
it.
my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, "Skeletor, when you grow up, would you be defeater of the He-Man, the masters of the universe?"
You sound more like an Adam Sandler like throwaway character.
No.
Ashibara, Ashibara.
I quit.
My mama told me
I'm done. I'm done.
alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
I forgot that joke.
Oh shit.
Why don't you talk about 8-Ball like that, little ninja?
Yeah, 8-Ball's the best. So now that Dane's back, we can move on to the real topic of discussion of this intermission: the superior way to eat cereal.
Oh my gosh.
For those of you listening at home, Wes just held up a pint glass full of friggin' what are those, Fruity
I don't
Pebbles?
even
No,
know
no,
what
Cocoa
these
Pebbles?
are.
No, these are
Reese's Puffs.
no, the Dunkin' mocha latte.
That's so much
Definitely
worse.
not. Yeah, it's this is the superior way to eat cereal. You cannot change my mind.
Oh.
No. See, I'm actually gonna argue against this because I'm simulating this experience in my mind right now. I just
Yes.
dropped my guitar on the ground. That's good.
Oops.
No. So, no, this is important. I'm picturing as you tilt the glass forward, what hits your face first is not milk. It is the cold, unflavorful impact of pebbles against your nose.
There's a spoon.
Then bowl
No.
This is a bowl.
for more thorough surface area contact between the cereal floating upon the top of the milk bed and the
Yeah.
milky texture underneath.
By the time you get to the bottom of that, those are going to be so soggy they will stick to the bottom of your cup.
Exactly. So you get
What do you mean
different-
exactly?
You get multiple different textures. It enhances the experience.
No! I refuse!
Multiple different textures is a valid like thing to want, but not with cereal. Not
You're
when
a
one of those
monster.
textures is soggy cereal.
and the
You're
other
an
is good
absolute
cereal.
monster.
I have half of mine just to spite you guys to let this sit until the end of the session.
That
And
doesn't hurt
down it
us.
like
That
a
only
shot.
hurts you.
Thrag will literally...
We're not the ones eating it.
Thrag will literally kill Galadh.
There will be PvP violence in this game over your cereal habits. Subby
Not
Dime,
over-
no, you don't
not
I will
over-
even find
not
I
over
will find
inter-party
a
backstabbing.
roleplay reason for it to happen too.
Not even over inter-party backstabbing, over cereal choices.
Yes. No, this is important. There is like pages upon pages of very intense discussion on a
Yes,
few
there really
topics
is.
today. The first of which was, and this is an important one, is tomato sauce gravy?
It is not. It is not meat based. Therefore, it is not gravy.
And I think we
Exactly.
all outvoted Nikita.
No one said
And there
that it
was-
was gravy. No one said that it was gravy. What I was saying is that the word that you call it is gravy. Didn't imply
That's what
that it
words
is a
are.
gravy. I'm
I
not
just want to
saying
make
They're
it clear.
descriptors of objects.
I just
Yeah,
want to
Simply
make it clear.
calling this a
I
bowl.
have-
See, look at this nice bowl. It's very deep. It's very liquid filled. It's a bowl.
I'm gonna take that bowl
I hate
and
that I
dump
can't
it on
do
you.
it.
That cup is more of a bowl than tomato sauce is gravy, though.
I would
it
do
goes
that.
on top.
And
It's a
related.
regional colloquialism, all right, of a very specific subsect of a culture that call it gravy.
And you know what?
I don't think that you should disregard it just because you don't agree with them.
Coffee
Oh,
is
I
tea,
hate that addition. Thank you,
and a
Subby.
hot
Is
dog.
tomato sauce a smoothie?
No, but ketchup is.
It's
Ketchup is definitely a smoothie.
correct. There is no blending that goes on with properly made tomato
Mhm.
sauce, but ketchup is a smoothie. And it's an awful one.
Tangentially, Bloody Marys are a salad.
Also, unfortunately, true.
What? Wait, no.
Riley left.
Now you gotta explain your salad taxonomy situation.
What is a salad? A whole bunch of vegetables, maybe some other stuff, right?
Yeah.
What's a Bloody Mary? Some
How
vegetables
in-depth?
and some other
How
stuff.
in depth?
Honestly, though,
What-
salad
we're
is like
getting
the
into-
most vague food term, so that is the easiest argument to make.
We're getting into Diogenes with the plucked chicken territory here. I mean,
Yeah.
You're the one who brought this conversation into
That's
this
fair.
game. We could have left that
Mm-hmm.
between us and our disdain for certain
I just wanted to have it
language
clear.
terminologies.
I want it clear on the record. I had nothing to do with any of these conversations because they had them while I was still sleeping
I
till
will
like
vouch for
noon.
that.
that's true.
Yep.
You were suspiciously absent during this entire discussion.
I am
Oh,
always
look.
suspiciously
Oh,
absent.
look,
I don't
I
understand.
finished my
I don't
cereal.
wait.
Now I have a glass of milk.
I am so done with you right now.
Okay.
Back
So-
to the game.
Now that I'm stressed thinking about this topic again.
Refreshing. And so much easier to deal with than a bowl of milk.
This is the most
This is
upsetting
when
thing I've ever
Dane-
seen you do, and I've seen
This
you
is-
pick up a cicada with your bare hands by the leg and dangle it.
Is this not the best intermission we've had yet?
I can't.
It's up there.
Oh yeah. Oh
And the
yeah.
best part, this isn't even the first time some of the people in chat have seen me eat cereal out of a glass.
Well, I pity them.
Indeed.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get rid of a glass. Or should I say, an extra deep bowl.
No, you shouldn't.
No, no, you should not ever.
I have no horse in this race because I eat my cereal dry. So
What? No.
yeah.
I'm putting the intermission screen back on because what?
You guys are gonna make my cheek muscles hurt.
Good.
So when I was a kid, I was extremely lactose intolerant, right? And
was I.
When I
We
was
got
a young
lactate.
boy, my father took me to see a marching band.
and
Full circle.
And so-
Let's go.
I could not process all the dairy.
so I wouldn't.
I'm so done.
Go on. I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh.
So, yeah,
Was
no,
there
no,
more,
I get it, I get it.
or did you just
No,
not like
so
milk because
I would-
lactose intolerant?
So I wouldn't drink the milk because it would make me gassy, and I have eczema, and it would make my eczema break out. So then when I was specifically remember being in like preschool, it's like one of my earliest memories of like having cereal given to me in the preschool and just being like no milk, and because I wanted to fit in, but we didn't eat cereal at my house. So I just started eating the cereal dry. And then when everybody puts like milk into the cereal and it gets all soggy, it seems so gross to me. I only understand cereal being crunchy and like a thing, and you eat soggy bread. It's gross.
No. You eat like it. You don't want it to get soggy.
No,
you want
no,
to
no,
eat.
it's
That's
a
why you
race
only
against
pour a
time.
small. Yeah, you pour a small amount and eat multiple small amount bowls so that you can eat it, and it's like just absorbed a little bit of that
Wait,
milk
you
on the
have a
outside, but
multiple
still
bowl
crunches on the
system?
inside.
Hang on.
Not simultaneously,
But
like
like a
back to back
sequence?
bowls. Yeah, I eat like 4 to 6 bowls of cereal anytime I sit down to eat cereal. I don't know why Riley left. He
Why are we
knows this. He's
continually
known me
discovering
forever.
upsetting cereal habits among all of us.
I
I'm
pour
trying
a
to think
bowl of
if I have
cereal
one.
with the milk. I eat it before it gets soggy, and I do that 4 to 6 times
I
in a
eat
row.
cereal like anybody else. I have a
Apparently
handful
not.
in one hand of dry cereal, a mug full of milk in the other. I throw them both in the air and try to catch them in my mouth. I'm normal like all of you.
Oh man.
I also just to add on to this, the only
This is why
cereal
you
I
get a
really
bowl
like now.
separator in the middle.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
This keeps getting worse.
Hold on.
No,
So,
let's get back to the
I'm
game.
so
Why are we still
scared of
holding
whatever
on
Wes
to
is gonna
talk more
bring
about
up.
cereal?
This can't be good.
I only eat
can't be good.
I only eat brand cereal at this point. It's the only one I really like the cranberry ones. If
Those aren't
I don't
bad.
like
Bran?
I love Cran Bran. I'm an old person.
Cran Bran.
Cran
sounds
Bran
like a
and
euphemism
eczema.
For Sean Bean.
Cran Bran and eczema.
I
That sounds
also
like
have-
like a really
the name of my
terrible
next
like emo
self-titled
band.
I was gonna say I also have eczema though. Like we got old people diseases.
Yeah. It's
What
taking
do you mean
Wes
it's an
so
old
long
people
to grab.
disease?
What? Yeah, I'm
it
terrified of
since I was, like,
whatever Wes is
2.
going to get.
I am too, honestly. I'm surprised he's not back already. I can't imagine
I'm
he has
not.
far to go.
I'm
Wow,
not.
something he actually has to dig out of the deep abyss of wherever he holds the strange things that he owns. Maybe it's underneath one of those stuffed
which is
lizards he has. or
scattered around
something.
his apartment.
Yes, there are many things scattered around my apartment. Do you not have a bowl with a handle for
It's
your
a
dry
mug!
cereal?
That's a
That is
big
a
mug.
mug.
Wes. You made us wait for a big mug.
Yes.
We all got
And
big
now
mugs.
I will
Wes.
proceed.
I'm
to
holding a
drink-
big mug right now.
I will proceed to drink my dry cereal.
Start the fucking game back up. I
Intermission
can't
over.
anymore with this.
Okay.
Fight music on.
We're throwing down.
Go on.
No, Alex, I did not have to lift any car parts in my kitchen.
See, when
This
you
was
say
much
fender
easier
in
to
my
get to.
kitchen, that means something else to me.
Right.
Yeah.
When you say that to me, no, there's just 2 fenders for my car chilling in my kitchen, along with the front bumper.
I believe
Should be
you.
a hood, but the hood's
No.
in place.
Okay.
Paint-
So
Paint me a scene.
you wake
Dave.
up. You wake up. It's about 1:30 in the morning. All of you, as you're kind of naturally coming back awake after your slumbers.
You
We
think
slept
I would
for
be
13
awake
hours?
at 1:30 in the morning?
You guys went to bed at like 3:30, 4 p.m.
You said it was like 12.
We got the shit beat out of us,
Yeah.
and I'm drunk
I said it
as
was-
fuck.
I said it was 2:30 in the afternoon when you guys went back to town.
I ain't waking up.
I thought you
till
said
sun comes up.
12:30.
No. Which would be even earlier.
Ragtag definitely wakes up at 1:30 and then just sits there like just tweaking like some little tinkering stuff he's working on for like 6 hours straight.
Galadh gets up, goes to the bar, and has a bowl of cereal.
The bar's not open. It's no, the bar's still open. It's 1:30.
Nikita,
Bar's
Ragtag
kind of
walks
closing up
downstairs.
for the night. The bar's
Ragtag
closing up
walk-
for the night. This isn't the party bar of town. This is the nicer bar. They're
You-
closing up at 1:30.
Galadh comes out of his room and just hears the snore from freaking Thrag down the hall. Just... he just sounds like a wildebeest.
I think that didn't last very long because Hannah would have come out of her room and like shoved a sock in your mouth. After about 5 minutes
enough.
of that.
Fair enough.
Nikita sits down next to Galadh and says, "Let me get one bowl cereal, dry, please." And
The tired at the end of her shift barkeep just kind of all right, cereal's easy enough. No cooking involved in that. And
you got cranberries?
we have cranberries. I can help you with that.
Okay, great. Put them in there. So, Galadh, I have ideas. Get this. You remember how you took those symbols?
I do, yes.
What if we go dressed in black robes with symbols on to make it seem like their friends had come back? And perhaps I do some kind of illusion to make it seem there are a few more. Maybe Hannah goes in front and says, to look like captured prisoner or something like that. We put some shackles. You know, the old Wookiee trick. And yes. What say you?
Or altering that just slightly. Instead of pretending to be their friends, we pretend to be the new recruits that we were potentially supposed to be.
That
I'm
makes
not
sense.
going to buy that if you don't come back with Corin.
We say Corin died in battle. That we were ambushed by who said that?
Hannah, she's up with you guys.
Oh, okay. Your voice sounded a lot deeper. Maybe you are still waking up. Good cereal. How can we make it work? Just just from a distance, and then once we get closer, then we, do battle. Because would there not be some kind of gate to said fortress?
There's a gate. They'll have a sentry up, probably. I know the areas of that we can get in on scene if we wanted to do that. If we wanted to gain their trust, just to go right in the front door. I hate to say it, I actually think that that the fucking cat is right about their plan.
I have good ideas all the time. Just no one listens to me because I'm Kit.
I don't think that's the reason no one listens to you. How do I say this politely? You're a cunt. But we could try. We could try your idea, or if you want, I can probably sneak us in.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah.
Very well. What say you, Galadh? I figured this is good way to make use of disguise, and maybe get a little dress up, and we go. I need it would be good illusion. I think it would be fun.
I don't have a problem with that if the rest of the party is okay.
Maybe Ragtag can make some kind of zip zoop zap zip zoop zap zap thing he make in order to attack them while they are not ready.
Ragtag is walking by on a bathroom break at this point, and he hears you going zip zoop zap zip zoop. He looks at you and goes, yeah, zip zoop zap zip. That's a really tall bowl you got there, and then walks back to bed.
Who needs a fourth wall anyway?
Should we
Thrag,
do it?
I'm gonna say at this point, Thrag is probably stumbling down the steps, like trying to get the sock out of his mouth.
Just imagining him pulling like.
It was wedged like just. I say it was balled up and wedged just behind the teeth, so it's just kind of hard to get back out.
I feel like Thrag definitely just like punches himself right in the
Roll damage.
right in the jaw just to get it loose enough to fucking pull it out.
Yes.
And it looks. There were probably easier ways for you to do that.
I don't give a fuck, and I just throw it on the ground and just like continue to wobble my way down
As
the
the whole
stairs.
side of his jaw is just red.
So we should do this tonight, because if we wait until tomorrow morning or the daytime, it might be too long that they've begun. Perhaps reinforcements will have arrived by then, or something like that. I think the element of surprise and speed is most necessary at this moment.
Hannah, you had said it was about 5 or 6 hours to get there.
More or less.
If we left within the next hour or so, we could be there at dawn.
Sounds good to me. I'm ready to go.
I'll go get the
Should we
party.
should we take carriage or?
Where's Stephanus at this point?
Sleeping.
On the bar still?
No, when I made it upstairs eventually.
Did he leave the half plate on the bar, or did he take it with him?
I'm gonna say he took it with him because he didn't realize that it was stuck on his shoulder, and
Alright.
it was just like slightly lopsided, and thought it was because he was drunk.
I'm gonna ask the bar. Which one was the rich boy staying in?
Oh, he was in room 3C.
All right, I'm gonna get my half plate back from him. I'm gonna go back upstairs.
All right. He didn't lock his door. He was too drunk, so you're able to just walk right in, and you see the armor still just up on his arm, which is hanging off the side of the bed, and like slowly pulling his body off of the bed, but he's just like.
I'm just going to literally just tug the armor
like this weird
off of
high
him.
pitched snore.
I'm going to literally just pull the armor off of him, and if he goes on the floor, he's on the floor. I don't give a shit.
Make a strength check.
Wonderful. Now that we're out of combat, my freaking dice don't want to help me. 9.
You know it.
So you do pull him off of the bed, but it doesn't dislodge his shoulder from the neck hole. He hits the ground, just wakes up. Oh!
Pretty
What
boy.
are you doing with my arm?
You have armor on your arm. Give it to
Oh
me.
no, that's not where that's supposed to be. Get it off.
I'm trying. And I'm just gonna pull it again.
Another strength check.
That's better. 21.
So yeah, this time you're able to get a better point of leverage now that he's awake and aiding, and you pop it out off of his shoulder, which you can see is a little bruised from how tight it was probably on there for the past 9 hours. And that's much better. And it just conks back out.
I'm going to grab him by like the back of his shirt, throw him back on the bed so he can sleep peacefully,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm just gonna go back downstairs.
All right. So you go back down carrying this half plate armor that is twice as tall as you are.
I need to get this fitted before we go anywhere.
Bar keeps Well, I'm not sure you're gonna find a smith who's gonna be able to do that at this time of night.
Ah, I'll sit and wait until it's daybreak.
Hannah pipes in, and honestly, there's 5 of us. There's probably only a couple of them. I don't actually think you'll need it. Corin and Regis were the strongest of this faction.
Do we still have a cart?
You guys have your cart, yeah.
Let's go get Pretty Boy and get out of here.
Ragtag is also still in bed, FYI.
I'll go get
Um,
Ragtag.
He
then.
went back upstairs.
Yeah, he just walked by, said that, and went back to bed. He was just on a bathroom break.
So you go back upstairs, grab Stephanus, who just went back to sleep, and oh, is it that time already?
It is now. Get your shit. We're going.
All right. And goes back downstairs to go pay the tab, and you just hear him. They drank how much? Oh, good thing I went to the bank. And,
Ah, what a great sound to hear. So you guys now see that, like, Thrag has literally a pickaxe, a battle axe, and his great battle axe now that he just holds on his shoulder like this.
Some big Halric energy right there.
so
When you find
so you
Ragtag
guys-
in his room, he's just sitting there on the bed tinkering with something, and 8-Ball is sitting there wearing the skull mask. It's kind of like bopping on the bed. And then he takes the skull mask off, throws it in his inordinately large knapsack, and throws 8-Ball back in his pocket, grabs the bag, and heaves it out the door to follow you out.
So you guys all pay your Stephanus pays the tab. You guys leave a late night, and which the barkeep's just like, interesting for you all to be leaving at this hour, and kept me up a little bit later than I would have liked, but can't complain with the tab you guys left. I hope you have a good rest of your travels, and my prayers go out to the next barkeep that you meet.
Thank you.
They'll need it.
Okay, great, thanks. Okay, we go now, guys?
Yep.
So blabbery, that one.
Pretty talkative.
Yeah, right? We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard. Oh, wait, wrong quest.
So you guys head back to the northeast for the bridge that will go up and over the... forget the name of the river. Up and over the West Roar River, back up kind of in the direction of Ekron, but a bit more east, kind of along the river. And you guys head about an hour and a half to reach the point where the trees get a lot denser, and you continue past the tree line. The sound of the crickets at night becomes increasingly loud as you get deeper into the forest. And then after about an hour of walking into the forest, you see some flickering lights off in the distance through the trees. At which point Stephanus, do you guys want me to watch the cart?
Yes,
All right, I'll
suppose
stay
so.
here.
I think that would be the best thing for us to do.
Yeah, that works.
So at which point Hannah says, so are we going with the disguise trick, or are we sneaking in?
Oh,
I
we had one.
We sort of talked over a plan. We do have
Oh yeah, I wasn't
the-
there for this. What's the plan?
Yeah, so we do have the Howling Banshee as sashes. So we can potentially go in the front door pretending to be either a part of their group or part of another group, or we could sneak in from the side or whatever.
How many sashes do we have?
I've got one for each of us.
Sweet. I'm down with that. That kind of sounds fun.
Right?
All right, so you all get geared up, and I'm guessing it's an illusion spell that you were going to cast.
What sort of illusion should I create for us? What do you think would be best? I was thinking maybe, well, they were not riding horses, right? They were on foot.
Yeah.
They had horses who kind of ran once the battle was over.
Hannah, please, guide us a little bit in what you believe is best for this situation. You know them best. You know what they would fall for. You were also once stupid. I'm sorry.
Wait. Hear
thief.
me out. Hear me out.
We listen. We
make-
listen.
We make a big wooden horse.
And I don't suppose we all get inside of that horse.
Yes, you've heard of this one before. And we
do
knock
not.
on door.
Hello, I'm a
I-
horse salesman. Would you like a free horse? Here you go. I like it. Let's do it.
I'll
I like
certainly
the
confuse
enthusiasm
them.
here, but I do not know if this is best plan of action.
Yeah, no, this
Um,
guy's thing's probably better. Let's be honest.
Now, should we
I'm
go
saving
in
that horse thing in my
pretending?
back pocket, though.
Should we go
Yeah.
in pretending we are part of, or like the guys we just killed, or should we go in pretending we're from a neighboring clan?
They'd be
I feel
expecting
like
the
they're
ones.
gonna know who lived here.
They'd be expecting the ones who lived here back. We'd have to be pretty convincing, but
We could say we found the dead ones and went, oh, geez, we should go tell their friends.
we could pretend to be from another faction.
I like that.
I believe.
Then
I
we kill 'em.
believe. I believe that is. We tell them we are from other faction, that we tie you up to make it seem as though you had come here, and we have brought you in order to fight, to like you came over to look into us for protection from them, and we have brought you back
Why did we tie her up then?
because she's prisoner.
We pretend to tie her up.
I guess.
Pretend for real, whatever you're into. I like actually being tied up, but that's regardless.
I don't follow the storyline here though. What?
She's a traitor.
She's
We're
Hannah, you-
returning traitor.
So she comes to another one for help, and then we tie her up. How do we know
I
she's
don't
a
know.
traitor?
Well, they know I wouldn't have gone to another faction for help. Once you're a deserter, they wouldn't help you for being a deserter.
Okay.
What?
Oh, I got it, guys. Listen.
What you got?
We were coming over. We would received message to come to reinforce fortress. As we are on our way, we captured her and are bringing her back as deserter.
Now that sounds believable.
I'm into that.
There we go. We got it. But once we get close to them, how do we attack them with surprise? That what do we do?
Well, if I'm not actually tied up, I can probably get at least one surprise attack off.
Okay, we do fake tie. Okay.
I could conjure up a bear or something of that nature to conveniently come over the wall on the opposite direction that they're looking.
That sounds awesome.
You could make bear this whole time, and just now you tell us.
Yeah, you kind of sleeping
I-
on the bear thing.
I have to prepare the spell in the morning.
But we have
Gotta
to do this
prepare the
now.
bear, as I always
I
say.
have prepared the spell for today. I have
Oh,
not
okay.
prepared it until today.
Ah, I understand now. Very well. This good idea, guys?
I'm into it.
Oh, Hannah, question. Which would be closest area? Do you have secret code names, like the kids next door or something like that?
Not really. For the
Where
most
is the
part,
next-
it's the Sashes, and we do know most of the nearby factions, but once in a while there'll be someone from a different one. We have some call signs that we use to communicate with unknown members.
Anything I should know?
If you're the one doing the talking, it's and she does a series of little hand gestures with a specific whistled tune that you actually do remember Corin doing when he had first stepped out. It sort of resembles a bird call, but unique enough. So it's that mixed with kind of a couple tiny hand gestures. Too many.
No, I was trying to do the Naruto thing where he goes like this or something.
Ragtag is doing jazz hands.
Mm-hmm. Thrag. All right, so illusion time.
Okay, let's go.
So what does
Alright.
Nikita actually cast to do this illusion?
I take out a piece of wool, smash it in my hands, and as I go like this, all of us appear with black robes around us, but only the sash is visible to us. So it's like within 20 feet. So it's kind of like a little bubble around us that if we stay within this bubble, we'll have the sashes on.
Sweet.
All right. At the same time, I will cast Conjure Animals, and we now have a pair of brown bears walking along with us, which I'm gonna send off into the woods and have them kind of walk alongside, but out of sight, just kind of doing their own thing.
All right. So you guys taking a formation. Who's what's your marching order?
I lead in front.
All right. Who's next?
I'll be behind him or behind them.
Ragtag's behind Thrag.
And I will pretend to have Hannah tied up.
In the back?
Yep.
All right. So you guys begin to approach. Getting closer now, you see an old ruined structure that looks like it may have once been a nice 2-story building. Stone walls, but has sections of the wall missing. Most of the roof is gone. It's kind of worn stone and wooden patchwork. Blocks what little vision you have inside through the trees. But the flickering light does appear to be coming from within. You can see from some of the cracks. You're walking up to the front door. You do see there's a large wooden gateway with kind of a battlement on top, where there is a sentry sitting with a bow, who, since you guys aren't hiding, sees you coming, and you hear the whistle call. I'm assuming Nikita actually does the whistle properly.
Isn't that the whistle? I'm pretty sure that's the whistle.
Your
we
audio
couldn't
really
hear
didn't
you.
come over. Yeah.
Whistle, a whistle, whistle, whistle.
There it
There we
is.
go. Yeah, all we got was you just like blowing on the microphone.
Yeah.
Yep. But Nikita does the call and the gesture, and you hear just a call down and just like, all right, so Banshees, let them in, and the
And then I
wooden,
go like this.
Yep.
I do the
and
hand
the
sign.
wooden gates start to crack open, which leads you to see inside more kind of stone structures from within that would be probably different types of rooms, but a very open central area where there is a fire pit going, that at the moment there's just one hooded and masked man sitting near, sharpening a long sword, who looks up at you guys.
We got one of yours on the way in. How you doing, boss?
I'm good. What faction are you guys from?
We are from the swamps area. We get a message from Corin, and he sent a runner to tell us to bring someone in. We are nearby, and on our way here, we catch this one over
She's a
here.
traitor.
And Hannah just looks up and, what's up, Baroff? And he just looks back at her and just, so you finally got caught, you little witch, and she's just, fuck off.
Yes, so we bring her in, and Corin tell us to come here, and figured we reinforce you guys. You got any foods? We've been walking for quite a bit.
Oh, we've got plenty. Sure, make yourselves at home while you're here. I
Yeah,
assume
something on
I assume
spit?
Corin will be back in another day or two. Depends how long the fuckers that he's tracking are going to be. But I'll get you something. He gets up and walks into some kind of storage area. Now, if you want, we can hop into Astral so you can get the visual layout of this place.
I think probably about this time the bears are going to be making their way to like the edge or whatever it is, because I would have told them to kind of walk towards and try and get in the fort.
All right. Pull in. You guys would have come in kind of from the top
Wow, this
area
battle
there.
looks like last time.
So let's see. It was Nikita in the front, then it was Ragtag, then Thrag, and then Galadh in the back with Hannah, who I have to pull in from the other one.
I thought Thrag was behind Nikita.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Dane, can I tell if there's anyone else watching us?
You do see another ranger kind of up in a battlement near the rear. of
Does
the
it look like
fortress.
he's looking at us, or
Yeah, you guys aren't being, sneaky. So
Okay.
they're aware of your presence and very clearly notice you.
This
And
one,
the
this one up
area-
here.
So you go.
Sorry, this one up here is the one that's looking at us. The Ranger Banshee in the top left corner.
Both. You can see both of them. The
I
one on the
would
top.
would the
There's
first
also
one?
There's also one in the bottom left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. These two are looking at us. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would the
And then-
bottom left one be able to see me if I went like over here?
Probably not. There's enough. There are walls and things that are in the way that would
Yeah.
obscure the vision for the most
And
part.
then this guy here is the one who went off to the storage area or whatever, right?
Yeah. So he's
Which-
off kind of in there
Over
now.
there. Okay. So I want to take a second when this one isn't looking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's like staring at us or if he's like keeping watch as well.
He has visual on you, but doesn't seem to be like eagle eyeing you or anything.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like just walk over here and lean up against the wall, and I want to wait for a moment when he's not particularly like looking this way.
Mm-hmm. And what are you what
Oh.
action are you holding here?
Kind of like a dash to the stairs, like a quietish dash. Since I don't have any like chainmail or anything on, I'm still relatively quiet
Okay.
when I walk. So I'm gonna try to like dash to the stairs here, make my way up.
Gotcha.
Not quite up to his level, but like right before his level, like on the stairs right before
Mm-hmm.
going up
What-
there.
What are the rest of you doing?
The where we're at, is it outside,
Also,
or like inside at this point, or like is there a roof over our head? I should say.
There are like patches of roof, but it's largely open. Like at one point, this roof probably collapsed and they just cleared out a lot of the debris. So there are patches of roof where they probably hang out if it rains or something under the patches, but mostly open. Let's see.
Ragtag is
And-
just standing in place. He's pretty nervous.
And
about
we
the
said we had the
situation.
bears about, let's see, we'll say there, and where did you tell them to go? Just both behind or different spots?
Try and like stay together and kind of make their way as if they're trying to get in from somewhere.
Okay, so they're together.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you had
Or like
said something.
almost like if they're like looking for food or something along those lines.
Okay. So for now, they'd still be in the back tree area out behind the building. All right. So, but that isn't your turn to have them do that. So, yeah, Galadh, Ragtag, and Nikita, what are you doing now?
Ragtag is just standing in place, waiting for stuff to pop off.
I look
trying
at
to look as
I,
like stalwart and intimidating as he can, which is not very.
as I noticed Ragtag being kind of nervous, and I put my hand on his shoulder, and I kind of like pull him, kind of like made the gesture to come this way, to come wait by the fire, with me, and
Ragtag
as
kinda marches over.
and as Galadh and Thrag get away from me, the illusion around them fades off of them. So only Ragtag and I are the only ones with the hoods on. So Galadh and Thrag no longer have hoods.
You said it was 20 feet.
Yeah.
Thrag is still within 20 feet.
Yeah, I'm 30
But
feet out.
he's moving out towards up
I will
towards the
be, but I
ranger, right?
haven't yet. I'm
Okay.
like leaning. I'm leaning on the wall right now.
Yeah, he's holding
Okay.
action. So
So
Galadh
we'll-
and Hannah just need to kind of walk
Gonna
forward.
say, yeah,
a
we'll
few feet.
keep heading.
I wanna
forward a bit.
sit on these boxes right here, and I kind of
Sure.
show to Ragtag to have a seat as well.
And yeah, you can actually see a bunch of these crates are around, and a few of them lidded, a few of them not, and you're getting the feel that there's a lot of different things in these crates. There are a lot of different woods, a lot of different build designs of the crates that these came from a lot of different places. The woods are worn different amounts, so you see some of them, maybe some weapons sticking out of some of them. Look like maybe the kegs or casks of ale. Others look like maybe they have some textiles or something in there. So you are sitting on closed ones, so you're not sure what's in yours, but you are gathering that it could be something potentially worth taking.
I just want to sit down and I just kind of whisper over to Ragtag, "Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious." And
So,
I'm just trying to pop a squat to seem like relaxed and chill, like it's not a big deal.
All right. So at some point,
Ragtag very like officially sits down.
sitting down like a boss, and
I just pictured you putting your hands on your lap,
Yep,
like
yep,
a
very much
nice
so,
little
just like,
proper little boy.
"Mhm, I belong here."
eventually the ranger at the gate turns his head back outwards. So Thrag, you are roll stealth.
Oh, fucking A. 3. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, 3.
So you begin to take a couple quicker steps, but you're not used to moving very quietly. So you thought your step was about to be a lot lighter than it was. It wasn't terribly loud, but it still made enough of a sound that he turned back. He doesn't look suspicious or anything. I'm gonna say make a performance check.
Oh, fucking A. Oh no,
Go for it.
that's a 3.
So yeah, you try to play it off, but not super well. You are still within the 20 feet, so you haven't lost the disguise. So he just kind of calls them, "Oh, what you doing down there?"
I gotta take a leak.
Oh, don't do it over there. You fucking sleep in that room. Go back outside if you want to do that.
Fine. I'm gonna walk.
But you're walking out of the
Yes, yeah.
bubble radius.
So I'm gonna try to put like the wall, like this wall here, between me and him, and just kind of like take a leak like right outside.
Yep, right at the door.
Just right out the door. Yeah.
Okay. So I will say that the wall is in the way of that vision. But now you guys can see that Thrag is out of the bounds of the illusion. The middle room wall is in the way for the rear ranger. At this point, the other Banshee comes back out with some smoked meats and things like that look like maybe they were cooked an hour or two ago and just we're going to be stored and dried perhaps, but takes them out some fresh deer and offers it to you guys on some simple plates.
So, is he standing that far away from me to hand me the food?
He hands you the food and then goes to sit back down there.
He frisbees you your plate of eggs.
Wait. So how close does he get to me? Does he like get within?
Yeah, he gets like there initially to hand you the food.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna start. Let's see. This. Okay. This is a nice place. Nice place you got here. Is he staying here or is he moving around? I have something I want to do. But
he just walked you long enough to hand you the plate, hand Ragtag a plate, and then go sit down back across from you.
Okay.
So anything you do would have to be in that like 2 to 3 second span.
Okay. I just start walking like very casually this way. Nice place you got here. Our place is in swamp. It is a creepy old house. Not the best place I've ever been set up on. There were some spiders in there, but we had a pretty nice library in there at one point. And really what this is a nice place. You seem like the nice, quiet type, nothing too serious, nothing too crazy. And this seems like a very easy place kind of to protect. And but it's a weird thing when you trust people. And I'm gonna stand up behind them, and then I want to kick him in the back to kind of push him into the fire that's right in front of us.
All right, roll attack with advantage.
Ooh.
And as he does that, I'm gonna I assume I have like ropes around Hannah's wrists. I'm just holding them. I'm gonna drop those, so she can free her hands. Should just be release them like that.
As I'm about to kick him, I make eye contact with Galadh and kind of give him like a little bit of a nod.
So the kick's going to happen at the same time the ropes are getting dropped. And Thrag, I think you can hear this happening too.
Yep.
So you're aware.
Let's go. What am I adding to this?
This would be your strength.
Add strength. Okay, so it'll be. I have 0 addition to strength, so 19. Let's go.
Yeah, nice.
All right.
I rolled a 19 and a 3. Good thing I had advantage.
So it does hit him and knocks him forward into the flames. Not fully like, belly flop in there. But enough. You only do 1 damage to him with the hit. But then he takes 3 fire damage. At which point, Hannah sprints forward, drawing her dagger, and tries to go for an attack to the neck that she will have advantage on because you kicked him sort of prone, and is going to hit. And technically, I think I'll say you kind of moved with the attack and were within 5 feet of that, which would give her her sneak attack.
Dean, battle music.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we're fighting.
Ragtag was
caught
so
off
busy
guard,
being
like the guard.
Yeah.
he was busy being a good boy.
That's going to do 10 extra damage. So it's not a kill shot, but it does get in by the collarbone and does stun him while he's still in the fire. So everyone roll initiative.
Can't wait to see how I die this time.
11.
Oh. oh, it's not good.
12.
10.
And for me, that is 13.
Oh god, there's still so many people in the combat from last round.
Yeah.
Got to delete a lot of people from this initiative list.
Speaking of the initiative list, in Astral, we can actually see that. It's the little sword just above our character.
That's helpful. If it shows up for me.
Yeah, it should do. Now we can pop out
There
the
we go.
thing,
It's
put
loaded.
it wherever we want. Keep an eye on where we're at.
Okay, so Thrag, what was yours?
13.
And Galadh?
10.
And Nikita?
12.
And Ragtag?
11.
10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Squad synergy, boys.
All right. So now the Banshee, who was kind of alerted by Thrag, is going to get an attack off. He doesn't have a clean shot at Thrag, so he's going to shoot out at Galadh, because that's the closest one to him.
Hooray.
But he only rolls a
Just
7.
That doesn't do anything.
Oh, but the second one's a 19.
That does do something.
Watch out for the second one. It gets you every time.
So I've noticed.
3 damage.
Oh, it's not too bad.
All right. Thrag, you're on deck, by the way. So now it's official combat. Hannah gets her actual turn and not her surprise round turn.
Sprang.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Yeah.
He's gonna be killing it, literally.
And that is 18 damage total. This time does get a kill shot. The first one, she was kind of like, oh, fuck. And then just like with the dagger still in, just grabs his head and slices forward.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And then he-
I got that
at
wrong.
which
Let me
point-
try again.
At which point he falls fully into the fire and his cloak lights up. And with that, Thrag, you're up. Nikita, you're on deck.
All right. I'm just gonna spend my entire turn, essentially bolting for the guy right up on the top of the tower.
All
And
right.
I end up going 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm like 15 feet away from him by the time I get to the top of the stairs.
Okay, cool. Nikita, you're up. Ragtag, you're on deck.
So this guy's down. I am going to take a shot at the Banshee in the top right as I pull out my my diamond, and it floats in my hands, and I shoot a chromatic orb out at it.
At the moment, yeah, only Hannah would really be in your way from doing that, so you would probably just have to take a couple steps. He's up, so Galadh isn't in your way. You're firing over Galad's head.
My bad. Yeah, I'll move over to the right.
Cool. Yep, now you got a clean shot. Roll attack.
Yes,
Ooh, let's go. That's gonna be a 25.
All right,
Nice.
25 hits.
And it's going to take with the chromatic orb, it's 8. Oh, if the attack hits, dude, I messed it up. The other time when I hit him, it's 3d8 for chromatic
Oh.
orb, not 1d8.
God.
2.
The self nerf.
8.
More damages. Let's go get them, boys.
8, 13. 13 damage.
All right. What was this also lightning?
Yes, I'm gonna do another lightning, and as soon as it goes, I'm drop shotting him again, and I'm laying down. I'm going prone.
So the diamond floats in your hands, and electricity starts whirring around it, and then you shoot it, and it's like a Hadouken ball of electricity that just shoots across and hits him dead center after he had turned to try and fire at Galadh, which hits him and stuns him. So he hasn't dropped to his knees. He's not prone, but he is kind of having that like muscle lock of the electricity, giving him some temporary paralysis. He is stunned. Ragtag, you're up. Galadh, you're on deck.
Okay.
All the stuff comes out from the diamond.
Yep.
I imagine Ragtag was planning. He had a shot planned, and like had a spell at the ready from his wrench, and takes a step forward to do it when he sees the first banshee die in the fire. He's like, oh, all right, and still casts the spell forward. But instead, scorching rays shoot out in both directions behind him from the wrench. One heading back towards the banshee to his back left, and the other two heading back towards the banshee to his back right.
Hold on.
Do I have line of sight to both of those? It looks like
you only have line of sight to the one on the north side.
Okay, fine. Then he goes swing forward.
But you would have to take a step, like one more step forward, and you would.
Okay, then
probably
he
have line of
takes
sight
one more
both.
step forward. Whoops.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that one step forward. You have line of sight to both now.
Cool. And fires it in those directions. I forget. Do I make one attack roll or 3 attack rolls?
So this is going to be 3 because you're shooting at different targets.
Right. Okay. Cool. Dirty 20, 10, and 27.
So
25.
each one of them will be hit by 1 ray.
Sweet. And I'll just roll 1 damage for all of it, right?
Yep.
That is 9. And the one that only got hit by 1 ray takes an additional 7 damage. So 16 for the one that got hit by 1, and 18 for the one that got hit by 2.
Well, they both only got hit by 1.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Then the one that I shot only 1 at takes 16 damage, and the other one takes 9.
Okay.
The other one just blasts off a wall somewhere.
So the one on the north wall, you hit, and it's actually a headshot. He was still kind of frozen from the static from the chromatic orb, and so standing a little bit more still, the ray just hits him right in the face, and you just see the whole hood and mask just get scorched completely off, and his head just gets all fucked up, and he drops dead. The bottom
That
one.
was fucking rad.
Thank you.
Got him good.
Oops, I think I accidentally killed them. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I thought he just blasted them.
Yeah, I
second
could have
one-
blasted him too.
The second one is a clean shot to the torso that drops him to a knee, but he's still alive, though stunned. Galadh, you're up. Thrag, you're on
Alright.
deck.
Can I infer that this guy is over there based on where I saw Ragtag shooting?
Yes.
Alright. I will walk my way down there. That's within my range. Yes, within my range. And I will send an ice knife out at him.
All right.
So that will be dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits. Wait.
Alright.
Let's go.
Waiting.
Disadvantage because he's down on a knee and it's ranged. Sorry, got to stay consistent.
Okay, second one was better, so it is a dirty 20.
All right.
Alright, and let me just make sure I'm using this right. Also gonna need him to make a dex 14.
Which is disadvantage because he is stunned and prone. He does not make a 14. He rolls an 11.
Excellent. So, as I come around the corner, see him up there, do kind of like a throwing motion, and some ice shard will just fly out of my hands, hit him somewhere in the torso, and then explode, doing 6 piercing, and then the explosion, because he failed that save, takes another 8 cold damage. 16 total.
I'm
You just
picturing
see
that
that
like a needler from Halo.
Basically,
Kind
yes.
of. It just a big shard of ice just impales him in the chest, and then just all out his torso. Just this barrage of ice spikes, and body just completely collapses.
Jeez, that was cool. Horrifying, but cool.
All that running and I didn't even get to hit anything.
I will walk
Yes.
back over to the door, open the door, and call out to the bears. All right,
Oh, yeah, the bears.
you can come
We
in
get to
now.
use the bears.
The bear, you hear them kind of make their way around.
Good
Right.
job, everybody.
Go to the
I
bears.
immediately go over and start petting one of the bears.
Yeah, I'll go over to the other one. Well, you guys are a little late, but welcome to the party. We have some food for you here once we finish looting them.
They sniff and just kind of come right in towards the fire where the meats were.
Yep.
There's fresh meat on the fire.
Hannah immediately kind of rifles through the one who had fallen in the fire's pockets,
Food the body.
pulls out a set of keys, and just says, "There's a lot here, so take a little while, but we have to
Let's
cut."
We've got all day.
Hey guys, I'm thinking there might be too much for us to take here. Maybe we tell local authorities that area has been cleared out, and maybe they come here and get some people's
Fuck
possessions
that.
back.
We've
Yeah.
got 2 bears and a cart. We can haul it all.
No, I'm not saying we, but it's too much. We will be days. This is weeks of operations here that we will not be able to take.
It's
You'd
not
be
necessarily
surprised.
weeks. Here, I will copy and put in the Discord all of the things of worth in there.
Ooh,
Where's
that's a
the
lot of
gold?
money.
Sheesh!
Ho, 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 ho.
So to read that off for
Oh,
people
yeah.
not in our Discord reading that, there are Stephanus's things, which he had told you once you knew that you were coming back to this fortress, all the things that were taken from him. So you're able to find what you assume are his things: 150 platinum, 100 gold, 50 silver, 20 copper, some traveler's rations, 2 barrels of spices, 3 crates of fine cloth and linens. And then stuff that's there that's not his are 2 barrels of fine wine, a barrel of fine whiskey, 2 barrels of cheap wine, and 3 barrels of cheap ale, 2 crates of dried and salted meats, 1 crate of apples, 3 locked chests with and
We shouldn't be seeing that
Oh.
DC, but whatever.
you're right, and or the things
we
that are
have
in
the keys. We're
uh,
fine.
or the things that are in the locked chest. But yes, Hannah does unlock the chest. She has the keys. And inside of them are 250 gold, 125 silver, 180 copper. There's also a crate of miniature stone and brass
What are-
statues of various deities and creatures. 5 barrels of various spices, various common weapons and armor, and of their kind of weapons rack of things it looks like they've taken. There's a masterwork Etsharan quarterstaff and a
Tips.
maple lute.
On the locked chests, what kind of
Yep.
lock is it?
Uh,
Is it
he
like an
opened
Is it an external padlock kind of lock, or is it like a built-in to the chest
Both.
kind of lock?
they're not like the same kinds of chests. It's both.
Okay. Well, the ones that have an external lock on it, I just take my pickaxe, wedge it between the lock and the chest, and just fucking wrench it until it pops off.
Okay, strength check.
I thought she opened it because she had the keys.
She does have
Oh,
the keys, but
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
I was gonna let it play out anyway.
No,
and-
Hell yeah.
the way I'm envisioning this,
I totally
Um,
want. Okay. That's
Hannah-
a 15 for the lock that she hasn't gotten to yet. Then.
Okay, so you pry off the padlock and you just, aha, and then she walks up. I had a
Keys.
key.
Ah, she got the key.
Yeah.
But I guess you are the key in this case. Sure.
And I just
Thrag
I pop open the
Kegbuster.
one chest.
So we'll say over the next couple hours, you load your cart full of the things among that you want to take that we can decide specifically what of that inventory you're taking after the game, so we don't have to take too
Yeah.
much time on camera to just talk loot. So you eventually get the things you're taking back to the cart where Stephanus is, and who ecstatically, you got my things! I won't have to
Well,
bullshit my way
wait,
through
wait,
another
wait.
business meeting.
Wait, hold on real quickly. Before we get back, before we get to start loading stuff up, I look at the, hey guys, I think this is some of his stuff, but he's got quite a bit of gold in there. Maybe we don't give him back everything. Maybe we skim a little off the top, and then we tell him he should pay us for getting his stuff back.
That seems
well,
disingenuous.
he
If-
was already.
If you
paid.
remember, he did offer you, what was it, double or triple your payment for if you would get his things back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'll just take the payment he's gonna give us for it. That makes
Oh,
more
I did
sense.
not. Now that you remind me, I did not know that he was going to pay us more. We will give him back his stuff, I suppose, if we must. But fine. It's fine. It's fine. It is what is, right?
It is, I guess.
Yes.
Seems obvious to point out, but yeah.
So Hannah takes about 100 gold for herself and says, I don't need much of the rest of this stuff. Just something to help start over. So feel free to take whatever else here you want. And
We're loading all of it. on
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
cart.
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, so Stephanus just, yes, I won't have to bullshit my way through another business meeting. This is wonderful. You're all getting bonuses. Work well done.
Thank
You said the triple payment if we got your stuff back. Am I correct?
Here's 10 more platinum each. You're handing him his stuff, and he's just immediately pulling it back out and handing it right to you right there.
And you still owe us from us. We still it was, if I remember correctly, it was
You'll get the
10
last 5 platinum when we get to Xerath. I do have
I
to
thought it
live
was-
the rest of the journey.
I thought it was 10 platinum. We each got 10 platinum.
You each
if I
got 10. He
remember
gave you
correctly.
5 up front and was giving you 5 when you got to Xerath.
Each.
Yes.
Very well.
So you currently have gotten 15 each and are still getting 5 more each when you get to Xerath.
Okay. Very well.
So, with that, you slowly make your way back to the main road. Takes a few hours to get back, a little bit longer now that your cart's very full. At this point, you guys are pretty crammed in that main closet area. Though Ragtag fits a surprising amount of things in his comedically large backpack. And
Keeps cramming them in there.
so you once again go down the South Road over the bridge over the West Roar River through Veermore for the last time. At this point, it is daytime again. But so are you? I'm guessing this time you're just passing through Veermore and not staying there.
I think so.
I suppose we have food, we have drink. I think we should be good for a couple
The
days.
only
no?
thing I need from Vermore is just to have some armor refitted for me.
I thought
Then
you were
I'm
gonna
good
say
to
more
go.
drinks.
We just got more drinks.
Why don't we wait until we get to Fortress? Perhaps they have better armorsmith there than this 2-bit town.
That's probably a good call.
It just needs to be refitted, not made. Take like an hour.
Is that how long refitting takes?
And do any of us even know that?
The DM doesn't know that off the top of his head, so he's looking it up.
Thrag's just bullshitting.
Could-
he has no
could we
idea
s-
how long it would
I mean,
take.
Ragtag is a pretty competent, you know,
That's also true.
mechanic tinkerer thing. Would it be assumed that maybe he could probably manage something simple like that?
I'd be cool with it if Ragtag can just do it on the road.
Yeah, I think you'd be able to do that.
I think I could actually handle that. It's mostly metal. I'm pretty good with metal.
Very well. Then fuck Beermore. Let's get out of here.
Sweet. And he puts on goggles and scoots back over to his backpack and pulls out a few tools and just starts tinkering. And you hear like lasers and shit.
So, you once again go down the South Road, this time knowing all that awaits you is the journey ahead. The day passes with the peace of the autumn leaves falling and the songs of the birds in the trees. Pushing into the night, the stars shining brightly as there isn't a cloud in the sky, you eventually, probably getting into the middle of the night, midnight, 1 a.m. time, you eventually see the lights bouncing off the water of the shimmering canal as you look up and see the great blue glowstones of the entryway at the end of the bridge over the water. Sitting in a carved out section of the mountain before you is a small town's worth of buildings built into the mountainside. On either side of the mountain, great stone walls extend to the next mountains over with massive gateways in them. You see soldiers patrolling the walls with torches and sentries in the various battlements built into the mountain. Welcome to Jigatse. And that
Hey,
is where we're going to end tonight's session.
All right,
fantastic.
Hell yeah.
man. What a first arc, or like side quest, or whatever even that
Yeah.
was. Is that really,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was a side quest?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was good. That was
Very
real good.
good.
So very
Got
good.
some loot, made.
And for
some
the record,
coin.
we can put the map to Jigatse to show what you guys saw
Oh yeah.
up
Let me put that
before
let me
we
drop that
sign off for the night.
in. Y'all can see.
Did you like how I was moving my character on the map as I was
that was-
talking to
Yeah.
him?
That was
That
good.
was
Yeah, that was
great.
That was very good.
We're gonna have an interactive battle map. I might as well make it interactive.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yes,
That's
that
very
is
cool.
the
I love
fortress of Jigatse, built into a mountainside at the edge of a river, where we will begin
Oh, that
next
looks amazing.
week's game.
That's super
So-
cool.
All right.
Thank you all for watching. As we said in the beginning of the game, we have a Discord, we have a Facebook community group, we have social medias, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and we have links for all of those things in the description. Come hang out with us. We've been streaming Minecraft and a couple other games in the Discord a couple nights a week. Usually at least one of us are in there. Come say hi, come hang out. Pluggables, you can find me and my stuff at Black Lotus New Jersey on all social media, and Black Lotus NJ. I shouldn't say Black Lotus New Jersey. Black Lotus NJ specifically. You can get merch at blacklotusnj.com. Come listen if you like some of the heavier music that you heard in the battle stuff tonight. There's more where that came from. Anyone else have anything they need to plug?
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Yes, please
Yes,
tell your
please.
friends about Tales from Rukon.
Yep.
We have so much more content coming. We have a video coming this weekend, either tomorrow or Sunday. It'll be up. Dane made an awesome video on the basics of playing D&D, just walking you through it. And I'm finishing up editing that right now. I was putting some finishing touches on it just before we hopped on stream. It's an awesome video, and we got lots more videos like that. Also, just like fun clips from the stream. We're putting those together into like some highlight videos. So definitely tell your friends. Keep an eye on the channel. Lots of cool stuff coming. Also, I have a video coming out in the morning on my channel, Longest Solo Ever. So tune in there. I'll see you there.
All right.
All
And
right.
and JD, when was the you getting makeup and Tarkov?
Oh yes, when is that?
I don't know when the exact date will be, but I will put a message in the general announcements to let you all know when it will be planned for.
Very good.
I don't know whether or not I'm waiting for my new layouts or
So if
not
you-
before I do it.
So if you have no other reason to join our Discord
Yes.
than to watch them get makeup on their face,
Oh yeah.
that's a great reason still.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
All right.
everybody.
Good night,
Okay.
all. Thank you so much for
Bye-bye.
watching. We will see you next week.
So
Bye.
long.
Bye bye.